So the overdrawn cash book and unconfirmed transfers to other government entities,
They have been addressed.
they have been addressed by way of an explanation or by a way of relevant entries, journals and financial statements.
For number 2, Honorable Chair, the adjustment have been made in the current, in 2024-2025 financial statement, which you have already audited.
Okay. In the first overdrawn cash book, was it just a matter of explanation?
They have provided documents confirming that in the subsequent month of July 2024, the cash book was not overdrawn.
So in your view as the Auditor General, do we close that?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Fine. So let's go to pending accounts payable and staff payables.
Honorable Chair, that one has not been addressed.
Would you just quickly read out what your observation was?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. As at 30 June 2024, the Assembly reported 248.4 million as pending accounts payables and sub-payables. And that 248 million included payables brought forward from 2020-2021 financial year and 2022-2023 financial year. That was the matter, Honorable Chair.
Because there could be people who are following and not reading what we are reading. It's not a very long paragraph. Just read out the paragraph.
Thank you. Pending accounts payable and payables, note 1 and 2 and the other important disclosure to the financial statement reflect a total of 214.4 million in respect of pending accounts payable and the staff payables. Included in this amount is a brought forward balance of 150.6 million, addition during the year of Kenya shillings 124.4 million, and payment made during the year of 26.6 million. No explanation was provided on the failure to clear the long outstanding bills brought forward. We relate the periods between financial year 2020-2021 and 2022-2023. Had the bills been paid and settled during the financial year review, the statement of receipts and payment would have reflected an enhanced deficit for the year of 257.7 million, instead of the deficit of 9.3 now shown. Failure to settle bills during the year in which they relate, they are incurred, distort the final statement for that year and adversely affect the budgetary provisions of the subsequent financial year to which they have to be charged. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
What was the response of management? Clerk?
Thank you, Chair. Management response. Management agrees with the auditor's observation that the pending bills as at 30th June 2024 amounted to 248,435,354. Management wishes to clarify that accumulated pending bills up to 2022-2023 financial year arose due to receipt of less exchequer funds than the approved budget in the previous years. At the beginning of the 2024-2025 financial year, the County Assembly appointed a pending bills verification task force to authenticate and establish the status of pending bills as at 30th June 2024. The committee verified bills and confirmed an amount of 196,154,227.57 to be eligible for settlement. Therefore, the reported amount in the audit certificate for 2023-2024 financial year of Kenya shillings 248,435,354 was revised and Kenya shillings 196,154,227.57 adopted and has been incorporated in the financial statements for financial year 2024-2025 in the Statement of Financial Position opening statement on 1st July 2024. As of the date of the response, management has settled 91,699,761.75, leaving as an outstanding balance of 104,454,465.82. It has also developed a payment plan that will guide the settlement of the remaining pending bills from the previous years. Management has provided the following for audit verification: Appendix 3A, which summarizes the summary of undisbursed amounts in the previous financial years. And then Appendix 3B, that is the report from pending bills, Verification Committee. Then Appendix 3C, that is summary of the status of financial year 2023-2024 pending bills as at 30th June 2025. And then Appendix 3D, that is financial year 2023-2024 pending bills repayment plan. Thank you, Chair.
Auditor General, what's your take on that response?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The management has indicated that 104 million has not been paid as at the date of the response. Number two, Honorable Chair, we have not been given supporting documents for the payment of 92 million to support management response. Honorable Chair, number three, we have not been given evidence that when the committee was doing verification internally, they circularized the debts to the entities that owed the county assembly, confirm whether or not services, goods, and works were delivered. Therefore, the matter has not been addressed.
Now, Clerk, your Annex 16 or Annex 1 on analysis of pending accounts payable, you have 16 million that has been pending for more than 3 years. How do you explain that, an assembly having pending bills for more than 3 years? That is pending accounts payable, construction of civil works, and supply of goods. 16 million, you've done an aging there, greater than 3 years. How is that, how does that come to be?
Sorry, Chair. That is appendix, maybe, if you don't mind.
Your annexure on analysis of pending accounts payable in the financial statements. Remember, our financial statements is our source document. Not the annexures you have provided, we probably have not rigorously interrogated. But you have a schedule there of the people you owe on civil works and supply of goods. Before we go to the staff, why would you have 16 million outstanding for more than 3 years?
Thank you, Chair. We've really been frustrated, Chair, the previous years. We have always been making our requests, but this issue, we also thank you, Chair, for having spearheaded the issue of autonomy, because those are some of the challenges that we have been going through. We request for funds, but when it reaches to the approval level, the funds are not approved, and that's why some of our suppliers have really had a problem. But
that would, I hear your argument. It would apply for debt 1 year old. But what about debt 3 years old? You look at some of the people you owe money for more than 3 years. Somebody Insurance Brokers Limited, provision of general insurance, 4.5 million. Insurance is a cash and carry business. That is what the Insurance Act requires. So when you owe an insurance broker 4.5 million for 3 years, is that a debt that should be in your book?
thank you, Chair. That is not fair, as observed. And with your authority, we were requesting the auditor wanted to add something with the authority on that particular matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Maybe I'll request if you can repeat the question.
But the expert has said you are a better expert than him. What do you want to add of value if you didn't get the question?
Here is somebody who has provided services close to 3 years now. He has not been paid.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I think during the audit of financial year 2023-2024, it's true that...
Just a minute. Clerk,
Yeah.
what did you want the officer to address himself to? Because he might end up giving us a long story. I asked a very specific question. What do you want him to address?
Thank you. I saw him, the issue of aging analysis, why the debt for 3 years, the 16 million, the 4.5, had not been paid within that.
Okay, address yourself to that specifically.
It's okay, thank you, Chair. It's true that during that period it had not been paid, but after now the verification of the pending bills by the committee that was appointed by the board, the bills were later now ascertained and were paid. Because when you go to that supporting document for Appendix 3C, it now shows the summary there as that the bills now for over 3 years are no longer existing again. That is when you go now to the supporting documents. That is Appendix 3.
Of course, they might not be there, but the bills that were 2 years old are the ones that are going to graduate to that column, because it's about aging.
Yeah.
So it's not just enough to tell us that the ones over 3 years are not there. The ones over 2 years are going to translate to be the ones over 3 years in the financial statements that we are looking at. Now, why would a county assembly have pending bills totaling to 100, even though now you have disputed the 248, even if you revise it to 196 million? What would be the explanation? Is it that you have budgets that are not funded?
Okay, as per the supporting, maybe the chair, the clerk.
Thank you, Chair. As stated in our management response, we clarified that we've had challenges. You can be able to see our appendix. We have not, this is accumulated pending bills from 2013 when county government started, and we didn't receive over 500 million. And those are some of the issues that are affecting the assembly up to date. Even the issue of the 11 drivers, those are issues that happened in the first assembly, whereby we had our speaker who was there, Wakili BM Wamalwa. And those are some of the times we didn't receive all the exchequer. We have, in fact, the auditors also clarified and even captured that in their report and requested, if possible, if we can be helped in any way, those funds be brought back to the county assembly. They will help us settle most of the debts and even remain with some surplus. Thank you, Chair.
So if we look at the pending bills payment plan, we'll be able to see your plan of action. Can you just demonstrate that? You say we go to Appendix 3, 3B.
Thank you, Chair. With authority, if we can table to your clerk, because the schedule had not been attached.
No. You have referred to the payment plan here as Appendix 3B. I'm looking at Appendix 3B. Show me where the payment plan is. Because if you have a plan, then we can hold you accountable on that.
Chair, we had a plan. It's actually on 3D, but this plan was not realistic. I mean, we cannot pay 100 and...
Where is the plan?
It's Appendix 3D.
B for boy.
D for dog.
D.
Yes. We cannot pay all that money in 1 year.
So whose plan was it?
That's what I'm saying. I think at this level, we said we should be able to be realistic and see how we are able to sort those bills.
You know, I've asked a question, Chair. So you say you have a plan,
Yes.
and you direct us to where the plan is. But you are saying the plan is not realistic. Whose plan was this?
It was us, and we have to accept mistakes sometimes.
Or you're disowning it now, you're saying?
No, we are saying it might not address. Maybe next year it might call me again and ask me, why were you not able to pay this? So I said, I'd rather have a very realistic plan that can work.
You're saying you came up with a plan that is not realistic.
It is very, what can I say, optimistic, very optimistic. You don't know whether you can get that money or not. But the plan is there, it's attached. If it works,
Speaker, the things you are telling us, if you are sitting in Nairobi, would not be acceptable. We might just extend a little bit of leniency because you gave us your assembly for machinery.
They can kick us out.
Yeah, and you can kick us out before we are done. But what you are saying does not make sense.
yes.
You cannot submit a payment plan to the control of budget, then come before the Senate to tell us it was not realistic. That is not acceptable.
Apologies for that.
It is defeatist.
If it is unrealistic, it goes back to the conversation you have had for the last 1 hour. Who prepared it? I'm seeing prepared by 3 people. How can 3 gentlemen sit down to prepare a plan which then is unrealistic? What are they doing?
Thank you, Chair. What we were kindly requesting is when we had a meeting with our control of budget, trying to see if we can be able to release, help us get those funds that had not been remitted in those earlier years, 2013 up to 2016, we prepared that plan based on that they will help us get those funds, the 500 million, so that we can be able to clear this. But sitting with them, they said we are not, they wanted also to seek authority from Nairobi, a Senate, and that is the county treasury. So they were very much reluctant on answering that query of the undisbursed exchequer releases of those early years. And that's why we were not sure if it could be sorted out. Thank you, Chair.
So, Chair, then my last question on that issue would be, so what value do you attach to this plan?
Thank you, Chair. We revised, now based on the 104 million, gave it every year, we be at least remitting some amount, financial year 2025, 2026, 2026, 2027 for 5 years.
No, I'm saying,
Yes.
for purposes of our conversation,